I don't think nobody will be like, yes, girl, you need to go to Michael, girl. That's the move. No. Because Nick had like flaw. Like his biggest flaw is the line. That line is crazy. And it's a big flaw. That line is crazy. And he didn't even have to lie. Like, just tell her. It ain't your fault you slept with that girl before. She didn't know her. It ain't you making a bigger mess. It ain't that your fault what you did before you met her. It ain't your fault. No one is blaming you. But you not telling her and then her being this girl face is crazy. This might be toxic, but they already toxic. He should have been like, no. No. I mean, yeah, you can. Okay, I'm gonna give you the day. You can have a day, maybe two, but that's it. And then we're gonna talk about that. Like, obviously she didn't want that. To me, it sounds toxic, but obviously she didn't want a break. She was just saying it because she was mad. And clearly he didn't want her to have a break either. So I don't know why. It was his job, especially when he was the one that messed up, to be like, to say something. Your fault. I feel like this movie did a good job, and it's like the other one too, but I'm just gonna talk about this one. Even if the other one has pretty much similar areas, I feel like they changed it enough. Like, you knew this is gonna be spoiled on their opposite. You knew at the end that she was gonna end up sleeping with the dude, because if you watch the other ones, she ended up sleeping with the dude and he found out. But they switched it this. I don't know why I always like to talk about the end first, but they switched up it slightly, because I don't think the other dude beat up the other dude in the other way. I think he just saw it and got mad and disappointed and left. But this dude went back and beat him up or whatever, and then got arrested. Like at the end of the other one, they feel like they was broken up. This one didn't really feel like they broken up. It really felt like they was together pretty much the whole time. Although his sister gave her the stuffed animal cat. Cause remember the other one had the cat, like the actual cat, and I thought that was pretty funny. Cause we didn't put no actual cat. We ain't put no actual cat there. That was funny. I wasn't feeling any of the scene. Like the first one was really good. Like the first one gave me like I don't know if y'all seen it. If you have, go watch it. It's really good. The what's that movie with Shia LaBeouf? American Honey. When I first saw that movie, I watched the movie so many times, like in a week. When I first saw that movie, because I caught it late. Well, because I don't know, I'd caught it late. But I watched that movie so many times, like their chemistry in that, like how they did that. I loved it. And then in this, I loved the first one. My fault. I loved their chemistry in the first one. It was just, the tension was really, it was better than the other ones. It was better than After. I really didn't, After was cool. I just didn't feel this amazing chemistry or whatever and all this stuff. And then in the Spanish version, it was cool. It wasn't just like, it was better than After, but it wasn't like, oh my God, just such amazing chemistry. This would not feel it more, but I think it's because the male actor, like he gives off like that energy. Like, I feel like him and the dude, I don't know that actor name, Will Smith's son in Bad Boys, they're similar to me. I feel like they can play brothers. Let's do something. They need to do something together. They are just similar energy. Because he was in a movie with it's the redhead. I don't know her name either. I don't know about name. I'm sorry. But the redhead in the Strangers chapters. I did a review on it. Listen to it. But he did a movie with her. I put it in there. I don't know. I have to look it up because I don't know the name either. But he did a movie with her, and like their chemistry and his energy, like they both give the same type of energy. And like, when you doing like something like this, you need somebody with that like type of energy. You need somebody with like Scorpio's energy. I'm not saying they Scorpios, but you know Scorpios give their energy to anybody, man, woman, whoever they buy, they just get their energy. So it's like, I feel like he was giving that energy, so he like really carried it. It didn't really matter who he was next to. I'm not saying she didn't do good, but I'm just saying when you have somebody with that energy, even with the dude I was talking about with the red head in that movie. Like he carried the energy. It don't really matter who they're next to. They can carry the energy throughout the movie, right? So I thought that was great. Okay, we're going to talk this movie. It was certain stuff I thought could have made it slightly better. Like the scene when they both was telling each other they was jealous. How they were being truthful with each other when they went to his house. How far was that supposed to be? Was it supposed to be an hour? Because they seemed like they was together a lot. They were just going and coming. It seemed like they were together. He was like, well, I'm going to have this conversation at your dorm. I'm going to have it. She said, well, we can go to your house. And then they showed them at the house. Obviously, they didn't talk the whole way because she said the silent treatment. And then they talked. I'm like, how far is they driving? They didn't make that clear how far they was driving. Maybe they did and I missed it. I don't know. I'm just going to assume it was like an hour. I don't know. It had to be far enough, but not close enough. So an hour would make logical sense, I guess. It can be more than that. 2 at the most, but that still seems like a stretch. For as much as they would just go in and come, I'm coming to you. It was a lot. Oh, the scene where they were, all the other scenes, like the scene in the bathroom, I'm talking about like the chemistry scenes, like the central scenes. The scene in the bathroom was just okay. It was just them kissing. Then the scene at the beginning, after the party, was just them kissing again. And then there was one other scene before they got to the house. Oh, the scene where he was like, oh, I have to leave. And then he got caught by his daddy, but he thought he got caught. But he didn't, his daddy didn't put two and two together. But that scene was just like, whatever. But the scene when they went to his apartment after, when they both telling each other they was jealous of the second other people they was with. And I got a question about that cast and tell you with that too. But their second option, both their second option, they were telling each other they was jealous in the end, whatever. They did what they did. I feel like that scene would have been better if they start crying. That's a minor detail. Like, what? I feel like that scene would have been better if they started both crying. Like, there was just a minor detail that I think was missing. I feel like a tear should have came from somewhere. And then the scene where, at the end, where he kissed the girl when they was on the dance floor at the end, when they was at the 25th anniversary or whatever it was, and he kissed the girl on the dance floor, his business partner, and she came upstairs and she was mad, and they was getting into it. I was like, I feel like she should have been like, how many times you want to keep hurting me? Like, I feel like she should have said that line. I don't know. It's like, how many times you want to hurt me? Like, after the girl told him, like, that was the dude, pretty much she just said, that's the dude she was talking about that slept with her friend or whatever. I don't know why he just kept keeping stuff from her. Why you can just tell her that? Why would you want your girl to be around a girl that you know you slept with and she don't know that you slept with her? And you don't know what this girl ulterior motives is. Like, why wouldn't you tell her that? You got her around, like, why would you want her to be around somebody that really don't got her best interest? But that's weird to me. That is so strange. You didn't think her playing out loud was probably eventually tell her pretty it ain't her friend, that she just befriended her because you messed her over and she trying to get you back. Sure, it ain't her really friend, but you got her around her telling all your business, telling her all y'all business. So that was just really strange. I don't know why he didn't tell her that. Soon as I left, or I went back and be like, hey, that girl there though, I don't even want you to have no dealings with her. Oh, you can do, if you want to have it, that's on you, but I'm telling you, this is the girl. I did this, and this way. You get the information. And then at the end too, when the dude slept with her, she was clearly in pain. She just slept with him because she was in pain. And if he really cared about her, he wouldn't have slept with her. And now that ain't his responsibility to be like, to stop it. But I'm saying, if he truly cared about her, he would have been like, no. Then why did he let the girl that he messed over, and when she answered the phone for her, and he's like, no, she happy right now. She with Michael. I don't know why he believed her. Like, why would you believe her? Then I'm guessing she deleted the call because you would have think she looked at her call out and saw that he called. So maybe the girl deleted it. I'm just gonna assume she deleted it. They didn't show her she deleted it. I'm just gonna assume it. And yeah, how he believe it? I don't understand. Then why you wouldn't call her back when she by herself to see if she answered? I don't know why he believed that. That was strange, because he pretty much only kissed the girl on the dance floor because he thought they was together, but I don't know why he thought that. Then the dude, Michael, I don't know the girl name. When they dressed up as the Spice Girls, I'm like, was he supposed to be one of the Spice Girls? Because he had that blood in his hair. I'm like, was he trying to be like him? That was strange. He was strange. I don't know why she was even being friends with him. But as soon as he started talking about my man, that would have been it. Because he was like, oh yeah, your man is, what did he say when they went up somewhere? When they went up high at the party when they were dressed as the Spice Girls. Like I said, I don't know if he was dressed as the Spice Girls. If he had the blood, first he took it out. He took it out when they went to the top of the building when they was outside. He didn't have the blood in his heart. I'm like, was he trying to be like her boyfriend with the blood in his heart? Or was he trying to be a Spice Girl with them? I don't know what that was supposed to be, but that was strange. You know, in the other one, the girl and the dude she slept with, the Spanish version, they was working together. So I don't know if they gonna put that in here. I mean, seem like it, but maybe. They looked alike. Michael and Noah looked alike. I don't know who did that casting. That was strange to me. Then what you gonna do? Well, maybe that's the whole point. I was like, usually when you gonna do casting, get somebody that's can compete with the main. Like, you can't just have like the second options for both of them. Wasn't like, I'm like, have them be able to compete. Have it be like a tempting option. Like, you don't even have it close. You just have it be a landslide. Like I said, him, Noah and Michael, to me, the actual characters looked like. I'm like, they look like her brother, like her actual brother. I think it's funny because she actually with her stepbrother in the movie. I'm like, they look alike. That was just strange to me. I'm like, they could have casted that different. They could have They should have casted that. I don't know. I ain't gonna tell people how to cast. But I love to tell people how to cast. They should have casted that different. That wasn't right. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but that wasn't it. That was not it. Then the girl that was pretending to be her friend, I thought that cast was right. That's how you would think she would look. I'll be like, yeah, she give like the cat lady, like, you know, that's how it was. Yeah, it was supposed to look like that. Oh, then too, this is toxic, but she was like, I need a break after he had after he saved her. She was mad at Mobs because she wouldn't have been at the race if he would have told her that dude was working with the other dude from the other one, from my fault. Then she would have never raced him in the first place, because she would have knew it was dangerous. So he didn't tell her, but then he saved her. But of course she was mad. Yeah, she happy that you saved me, but also I'm mad because you didn't tell me. Like, what the heck? I can't even be happy anymore that you saved me because you didn't tell me. I'm trying to protect. That's not protecting me, not telling me what's going on. You're just hurting me more by not telling, which I think he said that. So I wanted to see, maybe towards the end. And what was I talking about? Oh, that scene where they was at the race and he was telling her that he was working with the other dude. Then was her intention just to hurt her or her to die? Because the dude that ended up wrecking, he didn't die. He walked away. Like, it wasn't like he was probably a little banged up, but he didn't like die. And I thought the car was gonna blow up or something. I was gonna be tragic, but I mean, he walked away. Like I said, he probably just bruised up, but he was fine. So was the intention to actually hurt her or just mess her up? I don't know. Yeah. First, I thought the intention was to unalive her, but then when the other dude was found, like, was it the intention? I don't know. When she was like, she need a break. He was like, you need a break? You want a break? Is that what you want? You want a break? He should have, this might be toxic, but they already toxic. He should have been like, no. No. I mean, yeah, you can, okay, I'm gonna give you the day. You can have a day. Maybe two, but that's it. And then we're gonna talk about that. Like, obviously she didn't want that. To me, it sounds toxic, but obviously she didn't want a break. She was just saying it because she was mad. And clearly he didn't want her to have a break either. So I don't know why. It was his job, especially when he was the one that messed up, to be like, to say something. But to call her, but like he called her, she ignored it. And if he did call her, you know, maybe she didn't see it or whatever. Because it was times when they called each other, but you know, the phone was off to the side and see it. Then why did he lie to her about that girl? I'm like, then when he was like in a room drinking with her all night, I don't know why he lied. Why did he keep lying? He lied throughout the whole night. Why did you keep lying? Because when you lie, it makes it sound like you're doing something. But you told her, yeah, we was up celebrating, drinking, partying, and then I just went to sleep, fell asleep, went to her room and fell asleep. So I know she had called when he was in the room, right? When he was in the girl room, but he didn't see it. But I know he picked up his phone to at least plug it up, or everybody pick up their phone when they went back to their room to either push it, plug it up, or do something. So I know she called him. I don't, maybe he's like, okay, let me sit it down, charge it real quick, and lay down and fell asleep. Sure, that could have happened, but it's like, come on, and you saw that she called. But maybe he, at that point, it was too late, so he couldn't call her. He wanted to be like, oh yeah, I fell asleep, so I can't call her because I gotta pretend I fell asleep. It's like, why did you do that? Then, oh, that's what I'm saying. The other dude, I don't know why I wouldn't even get friends with him no more. He was really talking down on her boyfriend. Like, when they went up to the thing, after when there was the Spice Girl, that party. Well, that's what Halloween party, I don't really know. But when they went up to the thing, and he was saying that he insecure. Did he say insecure? I think he said insecure. And she was like, no. And Nick, I'll keep saying, no, that ends is messing me up. Nick and Noah is cute. Like, oh, Nick and Noah, look at Noah, low down everything. But it messes me up. I be wanting to call him Noah, because Noah is like a unisex name, I'm guessing. I always thought Noah was usually a boy name, but her name is Noah, so maybe, I guess it's a unisex. Any name, I guess, can be unisex, because all his takes to be unisex is to give it to the opposite gender. But I kept wanting to call him Noah. I keep wanting to call him Noah. But Nick, no. He called Nick insecure. She was like, oh no, he's not insecure. And he was like, oh, we all have insecurities. I'm like, me and we talking about your man that probably your friend, you need to be weird at him. Like, and she would just let him say that. I'm like, no, I would have been done with him right then. Like, is you crazy? You think the way to me is to talk about my man? No, honey, you gotta go. You gotta go, hun. I think that they already shot another one. I feel like I did see one interview, and she pretty much alluded to that they already shot the third one. I don't know if she's supposed to, but she alluded to they shot the third one. And this is another thing. I just be nitpicking, but this is another thing. If she was supposed to be, I had to look it up. I knew she was supposed to be from America, but I couldn't remember where. So I had to just look it up. I did this video. It says she was supposed to be from Florida. One, she didn't have a southern accent. One, she didn't have the same accent that they had. When in the interview, she obviously talks how she talks. It's so funny when you see actors in a movie and then you see them in an interview and you're like, oh, then they talk different. How they talk in the movie is funny, but obviously in the movie she don't have the same accent as them because she's not supposed to be from there, England, although she's from there. I mean London, although she's from there. And it's funny, but I feel like the movie would have been better. I'm so sorry. And nothing at her again because she did a great job. She's doing a great job, but they should have actually cast somebody. Not even necessarily from Florida, but they should have cast an actual American actor. I know maybe that's a little different because if they shot in London, you want to get London actors. That makes logical sense. Yeah, it makes logical sense. But I think it would have been a little spicy touch if they got her, because she didn't feel, although she wasn't doing their accent, she felt like she was from there. But if they would have got somebody actually from like America, born in America, especially a Southern American, I think that would have set it up. That would have set it off right there. That would have been it. Because everybody still felt the same. Although she wasn't supposed to be the same, she still felt the same. Although she wasn't doing the same accent. It's them. It still felt the same. Because like English people, they kind of talk like their nose is stopped up. That's not insult. That's how they talk. How their nose is kind of stopped up, and like they got like a lot of saliva in their mouth. I promise there's nothing to be an insult. That's just how they talk. Just how Southerners don't be speaking perfect English. Like it's not insult. That's how it is. It ain't no. Everybody is different. Difference is different. I mean, it's wrong or bad. So I think the overall movie is good. I think these movies are way better than the other. So after and then the Spanish version of Your Fault, My Fault. It's just way better. I was guys, what's that the little movie series on Netflix that was like Spanish, and it was like the Latina dude, and he was like in power. He wanted this girl, so he kidnapped her, and then she ended up falling in love with him. He gave her time to fall in love with him. I guess he was gonna take her back, and she had fallen in love. Then she ended up falling in love. I thought they didn't redo that again, and then they just stopped. Maybe they were over. I can't remember how it ended, but I would have thought those would have kept going. I think there was supposed to be another one. Maybe not. I need to look up because I can't even remember what the name that is either. Overall, was good. I didn't think about everything that I was talking about because I'll be rambling. If they ever do another one or something, I like these, but I think the racing thing I think it need to be switched for something. Like I'm kind of tired of the racing thing. Like it's cool, but it's like I want something else. If they gonna do it again, I don't want to see the same racing thing. I think they need to switch it up enough. Like the overall can be if a girl I'm in love with her stepbrother because the mother married and they moved. That's the only really concept you need. You can change everything else. Like I said, after is pretty much the same concept. And they racing in that too. But I don't think the fact that it's pretty much the exact same story, and I don't think that it's the same creator from those two, which is strange to me. But they just keep making it fight by him. But the racing thing, like I said, I think that's played. We haven't had 3 movie trilogies that has had this racing thing, and I'm kind of over it. It's cool, like I said, for now, for this one, but after this, if they do something else like this, I don't want to see the racing anymore. It's time to change that. And when it's so stupid because the dude that need the money, then he would rather ask his friend to race and risk his life and do something that his girl don't want him to do because he need the money, instead of just asking for the money. He rich, his daddy rich, they rich, and clearly eventually after he lost the business, but then he bought it back, whatever. The friend bought it back for him. Nick bought it back for him because his company invested in his company because him and his girl had a perfect plan. Why they couldn't have been it all along? Like I said, you act like you're too prideful to ask him for something, which he ain't really asking him for something. He invested in a good business venture idea or whatever. It's not just you asking him for money. So you would rather risk his life to have him race for you That's still doing something for you. That's a bigger ask to me than it is just him asking his company, hey, can you invest in my business? Because at least they're getting something out of that. You not, that was just dumb. So I get they had to do it so to create some conflict, but like I said, it was stupid. It was dumb. It was dumb because he ended up taking that help anyway, so it was just stupid. And then he was already asking for help with the, can you race for me? It wasn't like, hey, I need a teammate to race. He was on one. His friend was on the one racing. So what the hell? What was the point of that? Huh? Yeah, obviously, you know, the third one is probably going to be, because it's like the other ones. It's going to be them getting married, the friend is getting married, and la la la. You're beating up that dude and going to jail. It's funny. Because he had, like, he was over there coming peaceful. He said, I come in peaceful. I want to home on myself. And I said, I don't know. Because he, remember, they be showing him boxing and stuff. Then he done beat the boy up, child. I said, nah, he don't beat Micah. But he kind of just got to take that on the chin. I mean, it is what it is. He done lied about the girl, but didn't tell her about the girl that stayed with her that was acting like her friend. He didn't tell her about that. So he slept with her back in the day when they was together. He slept with her, didn't tell her about that. Kissed the girl on the dance floor. So he kind of just got to eat. What happened? I don't know why he ended up punching the dude. I think maybe he was just mad and wanted to get out some anger. But the dude, I mean, he the one came and asked the dude, what you got? I don't got one, which I was like, nothing. And he started naming stuff, but it was like, I don't know. They could have made him better. I don't know. Because it was like the last one too. That's what I'm saying. But it didn't give the last time either. Whoever the dude she was with. I'm like, y'all couldn't make these men look better. Maybe the point of it is to be worse so that it can be a landslide or something. Like, at some point, it's like Veronica Mars. Like, Veronica was in love with Duncan. That was her first love. But they created the bond between Logan and Veronica so deep. I wasn't even cared about Duncan. We didn't even want them together the second season. We didn't care nothing about them. It's like, when is we going to get to Logan and Veronica? We didn't care nothing about Duncan and Veronica. So I wish they would have kind of made it like this. Make like, oh, yes, I would choose him. Like, no, something like when you watching it, should be like, oh, I would choose. Like Insecure with Lawrence and Nathan. I was Team Nathan, by the way. But it was like Lawrence and Nathan. I was like, it was like, ooh, it was a lot of people that wanted her to be with Nathan. People like, ooh, no, go back to Lawrence. It was like, you love that. Ooh, which one? I don't think nobody, I don't know, I ain't talking to nobody. I just watched it, but I don't think nobody was shipping her and Michael. That's what I'm saying. You gotta make the person better. Not better than the actual guy you love, but you gotta be close. It gotta be something. You gotta be like, ooh, nah, I would choose him. I don't think nobody's like, ooh, yeah, I would have chose Michael. I was like, Nick. I don't think nobody would be like, yes, girl, you need to go to Michael, girl. That's the move. No. Because Nick had, like, flaw. Like, his biggest flaw is the line. That line is crazy. And it's a big flaw. That line is crazy. And he didn't even have to lie. Like, just tell her. It ain't your fault you slept with that girl before. She didn't know her. It ain't you making a bigger mess. It ain't that your fault what you did before you met her. It ain't your fault. No one is blaming you. But you not telling her and then her being this girl face is crazy. It's like if he just tell her he was saying something different, then you could have saved all these issues, putting her in danger if you would just told her that he was working with the dude in the first place. Then but it was something else. Wait, now it was something else big. Wait, what was it? Hold on. It was something that's big here and tell her. Oh, about sleeping being in the girl room to 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Well, I don't know how long when they took the picture. He's over there taking pictures and stuff. Taking pictures in her room. It's like, oh, child. Oh, take pictures of me. You're her party in her room drunk. Like, if y'all want to drink, why they didn't go out to a bar? Why are they drinking in her room? Like, that's great. At least she was out at a party having fun and stuff. And in London, is the age of drinking different? Because she was drinking the whole movie. And if she just went to college, she got to be 18. Maybe 19, but 18. She got to be 18. So what the heck? How is she doing all the drinking and stuff? And they never really make it clear how old the other dudes was. Like, how old is he supposed to be? I don't know. They already never really make that clear. Maybe they do. Maybe I missed it or something. Or they glossed over it. I don't know. But they don't really never make that clear either. But it's like they just be drinking, and they at a bar. She was at a bar drinking. So I'm like, is the age limit 18 and not 21? It wasn't like she just sneaking the drink. They was getting a drink. I don't think it was like no fake ID situation. So I don't know how it is out there, but because he made the biggest, nothing. He loved her. He was loving all this stuff, all the things. Like, he checked out a book. The only thing is the line. That's why he was like, what do you have that I don't? And then obviously they was hiding it. He hiding it not because he wanted to hide it, but he hiding because of how his father reacted. He wasn't gonna pay for her school, and he was gonna kick him out the family business. So, and he knew that's how his dad react. So that's the, I don't know why she didn't tell her mama, I don't know why you don't want I don't know why you don't want your daughter to be happy. You want me to be miserable, but I guess it's working. That's what you want for me. I don't know why she is like that, child. That's another part she should have said. Like, you just want me to make me miserable, I guess. I don't know why you want that for your daughter, to be miserable and unhappy. But I guess that's what I'm doing. Like, I don't know why she would say that at the boxing thing when they went to the boxing opening. I mean, the gym opening. But hey, I digress. I don't know. Overall good. I'm sure the next one will come. Maybe the top of next year. Maybe the end of this year. I don't know. I don't know if they come every year. I don't know. But like I said, if it's already shot, then we feel like we should be waiting long. Like I said, end of this year or beginning of next year. I don't think you should wait till the summer. Like, that seems like a long time. But I don't know. And I like movies that when you get picked up, I don't know if that's the case of this, but they order all those men once. So if it's a trilogy, okay, I know I want a trilogy, like The Strangers, the chapters. I know they always know it. They wanted to do 3. I don't know if they shot them like back to back, how far apart they shot them. I don't know, but I know the intention, the original idea was to do 3. I like when stuff like that. Now maybe if nobody goes see them, then they'll switch it up. I don't know, but especially if you already shot them, you must know they're gonna do well, you know. So I've been rambling. I'm sure I missed something because I just seen it. So I was like, let me do it now. But when I be waiting, when I shoot stuff right after I see something, it be fresh. But when I be just going after days, I think about it, I be having more to say. Like, scary movie, after I seen that and I thought about it, I thought of more things to say. But it's like, that's just your your initial thought when you see it. But then as you think about the scenes and digest it, you start to just be more in depth. London, because it's other your faults and my faults and our faults and a whole bunch of stuff. They're both like after to me. Like, it's the same concept. A girl mother marry this rich man somewhere else, and then they move, and then the brother and the stepsister father, and it's the same story. It's like, I think the same person did both of them, but it's the same concept. They're just named different stuff. And then this one is a London adoption of the Spanish version. This version is better than the original version. I think the casting is better. And then too, when you writing something in Spanish, the language is obviously different. So they have like the people doing the voiceover, so it's not as good. The person doing the voiceover sound like that actor woman. I don't know. I feel like they should have got somebody else to do the voiceover. But the voiceover, sometimes, movies can still be good. It's this woman actor that I have loved all her movies. I cannot think of her name right now. I'll put a picture of her. I literally have seen all the movies I've seen of her, at least 10. I have liked all of them. So if she does something, I'll watch it. And she do a lot of them movies where, they do a voiceover because, it's like English adoption. So they shoot it in their language, and then they get English speaking actors to do the voiceover or whatever. And it never syncs up with the words. It's fine to watch, but I'm saying it never syncs up. But those have been good. So they can be good. I just think the story, it was cool. Obviously, there's the same story we have seen, but it wasn't going well. I don't know. It wasn't well. Like I said, maybe in the original version, without the English language over it, it probably is better, but maybe that's okay. But this one, they did it in English. They from London, but they did it in, English. It ain't like somebody do the voiceover. So to me, this is just better. For if you're from America or whatever, English speaking is just better to look at visually and just overall. And maybe the casting, I don't know. The main Nick in this, the main guy actor in this, Nick, I don't know why. Maybe they didn't intend to cast somebody black. I don't know if he's black. I don't know his race. When you visually look at him, he looks black, but I don't know what he is. Well, he looked like black in something, but I don't know what his race is. But when you visually him, he looked black. But I'm like, did they want to cast a black actor? Was there an intention, or he was just the best person for the role and they cast him? Because him having that blonde hair, like I'll be like on YouTube and they pop up, like an interview of them will pop up, him and the lead woman actress Noah, they'll pop up, and he got this black curly hair, and I'm like, why didn't they have him have this black curly hair from the film? Because his dad in the movie is black, so I'm like, why they didn't have him have this black, dark, beautiful curly hair instead of this blonde mess? I hate that. Then there's like blonde at the top and that kind of curly, then the back is straight. This is in a movie, and it's like a different color than the blonde is. I don't know why he did that. That's what I'm saying. I wonder, how was the casting? Was he just the best person for the lead, and maybe he did the blonde or some did his hair like that for the role, and then they just went with it? Because the black one is just so much better. It would have been so much better for him to have that black, dark, curly hair in the movie. Visually, it just looks better, and I don't know. There's just a little nitpick. I don't know. I'm just like, if he look like this with just black, curly, beautiful hair, why do y'all have him with this blonde ass? I don't understand. Like I said, that's why I wonder if it was like they didn't intend to cast someone black, or he was just the best person for a role. Because he do, like, out of all the afters, the My Fault, Your Fault, I Fault, London, Spanish, the Spanish version, the first version, like, he's the best male lead cast. Like the other ones, I just wouldn't get it. I wasn't like, this ain't, all the women is pretty much giving the same, but like I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, this, you supposed to be like this lead, sexy. They just wasn't getting it. He would give it more if they had his hair be black, dark, and curly. But I'm like, this blonde mess is sending me, but it's like, it's cool. They probably gonna do a different person too, but maybe they're gonna do because they're from London, so they're probably gonna do, well, maybe not, I don't know. They maybe do another somewhere else. I don't know. They can do a Russian one. They can do all types of it's really, but I would like just English. Not English, but English, but like American English. American, let me say. I want an American one. I would like an American one completely, but I know maybe that'll be you know what? I would want to, maybe that'd be a little different because the culture would be different, but I would say American one, but then someone from somewhere else coming to America. Not come to America, come to America. I don't know. I don't know if that would be good or not, but I don't know. I was just thinking. The movie, I'm probably going to put this at the end because I'd be rambling.